You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. Hear me now, man. Y'all press one as y'all come on in, man. If y'all can hear me, press one. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. We in here, man. All right, we in here, man. We in here. Do we got static? Y'all can't hear me. Y'all can hear me now, man. Let me know. We good now? We in? All right, man. So as I was telling y'all, man, this story bothered me, you guys. Um, when I saw this story, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This story really bothered me, you know, because human life is human life, man, and it's something that should always be taken very serious. And I don't think that this was cool. What happened, right? I don't think this is cool at all, man. And I was really bothered by this. Now, let y'all know what's going on. I want to shout out to Tara Moses first of all. Salute to you, the donation in the cash app, baby. I appreciate you. You already know what it is. Much love to you. You understand? And man, I appreciate you. Everybody else that support the channel, y'all already know what it is. Now let's get right into it. So this woman, uh, basically, Lucy Harrison, she was shot and killed by her father over a Donald Trump argument. Now, according to reports, and shout out to Black Sports Online for this report, man. Shout out to the what I'm saying, everybody that's us in the building, man, showing love to the channel, man. Y'all already know what it is. It says a Prosper, Texas man was not charged, and not only was she unalived after this alleged argument, but the father was not charged. He was not charged. Let me tell y'all what happened. It says the Prosper, Texas man was not charged in the fatal shooting of his 23-year-old daughter, despite admitting he handled the firearm that killed her. After a grand jury declined to indict him following a police investigation into possible manslaughter, Lucy Harrison, a British woman from Warrington, uh, Cheshire, she died back on January the 10th, 2025, from a gunshot wound to her chest at her father, Chris Harrison's home in Prosper near Dallas. Now, the incident occurred during a visit by Lucy and her boyfriend, Sam Littler, who were due to fly home that day. Now, according to testimony from Littler at a UK inquest at Cheshire Coroner's Court, the couple had a heated morning argument with Chris Harrison about then President-elect Donald Trump, who was days from his second inauguration. The discussion escalated into a big argument over U.S. politics and Trump-related issues, right? Littler testified that Lucy, who was described as passionate and fond of debate, became upset and asked her father, "How would you feel?" And I quote, "If I was a girl in that situation and I had been sexually assaulted," end quote. The father, Chris Harrison, reportedly replied that he had two other daughters who lived with him, so it wouldn't upset him that much. The response left Lucy quite upset, according to the reports, prompting her to run downstairs. About 30 minutes before heading to the airport, the father, Chris Harrison, led his daughter to his bedroom to show her a Glock 9mm handgun that he kept in a bedside cabinet for what he described as family security. He had purchased the weapon a couple of years earlier, but had not previously shown it to her, despite Lucy often becoming upset when he mentioned owning a gun. Chris Harrison told the police that as he lifted the gun to show it to her, he heard a loud bang and said he did not understand what happened at first, and Lucy fell immediately. He could not recall whether his finger was on the trigger or not. He admitted to authorities that he had relapsed into alcohol use that day, consuming about 500 milliliters of white wine amid emotions, right, over his daughter's departure. And officers noted the smell of alcohol on his breath. No self-defense claim was reported in connection with the incident. Prosper police investigated the death as a possible manslaughter. After reviewing the evidence, a Collin County grand jury declined to indict Chris Harrison, meaning no criminal charges were filed. Texas grand juries determined whether sufficient evidence exists to proceed to trial. A no bill, the refusal to indict, ends the criminal prosecution unless new evidence emerges. The specific reasoning behind the grand jury's decision was not detailed publicly in reports on the case. Factors in such decisions can include assessments of intent, accident, negligence, thresholds for criminal charges, witness accounts, and forensic details. Although authorities have not commented further on why the prosecution was not pursued, the father, Chris Harrison, who has a history of alcohol-related issues and prior rehab, issued a statement through solicitors accepting the consequences of his actions and expressing ongoing belief, I fully accept the consequences of my actions. There isn't a day I don't feel the weight of that loss, a weight I will carry for the rest of my life. An inquest into Lucy Harrison's death opened at Cheshire Coroner's Court in the UK, where her mother, Jane Coates, described her as passionate, caring, and fond of debate. Littler testified about the argument, Lucy's question and emotional reaction, and the immediate aftermath, recounting hearing the bang and finding Lucy on the floor near the bathroom entrance, where her father screamed, just sort of nonsense. The inquest was adjourned after initial hearings, with the conclusions expected later. Chris Harrison did not attend. The case highlights differences in the U.S. and the UK legal process. While the shooting drew scrutiny in British media due to Lucy's nationality, the Texas grand jury's determination closed the criminal avenue in the United States of America. So the father, whose daughter is no longer here, will not face any criminal charges after they allegedly had this argument over Donald Trump. Right? Lost for words, man. 23 years old, bro. That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work, man. And then I tell y'all, there's a reason why I don't be liking to get into certain stuff, man, on my channel like that. Even though you have to really cook on this stuff because there's so much going on. Because people crazy, man. People just, like I said before, they capping out here, man. They real live cap, man. They real live cap, man. And it bothers me to see, this type of stuff going on, man. It bothers me, man. You know what I mean? So, y'all definitely gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about this, man. I'm saddened by this entire situation. I hope that something, better can come along and basically help, the rest of the family recover from it, man. It's just messed up, man. And then the answer that he allegedly gave her after she asked. Let me read that part again for y'all. And y'all smash the like button and share the videos y'all come on in here. I got to read that one little part for y'all, right? So basically, according to testimony, right, from her boyfriend at a UK inquest in Cheshire County, a coroner's court, right? So her brother testified. The couple had a heated morning argument with Chris Harrison, the father, about President-elect. At this time, Donald Trump was President-elect, Donald Trump, who was days from his second inauguration. The discussion escalated into a big argument over U.S. politics and Trump-related issues. The boyfriend testified that Lucy, who was described as passionate and fond of debate, that's the daughter, became upset and asked her father, "How would you feel if I was a girl in that situation and I had been sexually assaulted?" Chris Harrison reportedly replied, the father said, allegedly, "I got two daughters, so it wouldn't hurt him that much." Shit crazy, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And he had no charges, zero charges. Like, share, subscribe, man. RIP to the girl, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in that comment section.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.